Fiends? It's your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself, and today we got ourselves another build number 2 for the day. Another live stream build. This build here was requested to us by, can't remember his name, but give me a hot second, I promise you I'll find out. I'm really done with this, I should already have this stuff set up to begin with. Anyway, while I look for that, in short, the build was, the guy's name was Death Eyes 4444. The build was designed to be a super tank, so to speak, and well, I had to talk to the tank expert himself from Chang. Holla at your boy. He came through and helped me out, you know, gave me some insight on what he wanted to have done. Now, Death Eyes here, he already had his AC built up. You know, he gave me the complete, you know, dossier of his entire build. And I checked it out, saw what we had on there, changed some parts. And then went to work, hit the workshop, talked to the people in the stream. We built it together. From Chain came through, was like, wait a minute, let me take a look at this myself. He threw in some parts of his own, changed up some things. We played it out, and it works. It works like a charm. I don't have any gameplay of it, but let me let you know this works like a charm from Chang himself. Okay, check this out. He literally knew what the problem was, the AC, when we built it, without even actually looking at it. All I showed him was parts. No numbers, just parts. And he was like, you need to change this to this, this to that, this to this. I was like, wow. Okay, so the man knows his tanks, okay? Man definitely knows his tanks. So I'm literally going to take his word for it, and you should as well. So let's get up into the build. Didn't have a name, just kind of built it off my old tank build, Vezda. Let's get up inside it. Also, another cat, he wanted this build. Can't remember his name. He requested on my request all build here video. Let me look for that. Shouldn't be too long to find it. Or should it? Should it? Can't find it. I'm sorry. Or am I just not looking in the right place? Yes, I wasn't looking in the right place. Okay. I'm totally sorry, but I want to give him recognition in this as well. He also requested a build like this. Should have the video up, but where is it? 1 second, guys. I apologize sincerely. Did it really? No, it wasn't that long ago. It was last week. This. Oh, there it is. Okay, Halo fan 199231 says he wants a heavy sniper tank build, something with ultimate weapons, sniper cannon / rifles and such. He said also possibly include some gameplay. Due to time constraints, I could not actually include some gameplay. But let's break it all the way down. Starting at the legs, we chose Baikal here. Chose Baikal for these legs. Due to, you know, a little bit of mobility. You know, he did have these legs at first. Granted, no mobility, high defense, high defense capabilities here. But shoot the fat, sat down, looked at things, played some stuff out, chose to go with these legs here. So it works. Moving over to the arms, chose 7 arms for pretty much the same reason as UI would choose 7 arms, lightweight dual shoulder arms. So chose that. Firing stability, don't necessarily need to worry about that due to the fact that you're on a tank and everything kind of just shoots out anyway. Shoots out, no aiming, and you're overwhelming your opponent with a massive fire, so your firing speed is still going to be high due to the autocannon that we have sitting on the side there. Core, we chose this here core due for its, you know, we needed some chemical defense, because a really good way to actually bust a tank is with battle rifles and such. So bolstering that defense actually helps. With 4K thermal, nothing's really going to bother us in that aspect. So we had to bolster up other defenses here. And this core here definitely did the job for us. Granted, its AP is also a bit high in the fact as well. Also, its thermal conductivity, energy conductivity. So that actually gives us a bit better booster help. It helps out the boosters, allow us to actually be a bit more efficient in our boosting. So yeah, worked out. Siegfried is the head of choice here. Now, I'm not even going front with you. This bad boy here surprised me. It's a sniping head right along with Beowulf here, right along with Beowulf. Granted, it has a bit more drain, but it has a bit more, you know, how you say, average out specs. If anything better, if you catch my drift. So we chose this head here, even though it has more drain, better specs for the most part, especially when it comes to stability. because again, like I said, we try to have a little bit more movement and whatnot, but it worked out in the long run for us, also with the defenses that it can give us as well. So we chose that, Siegfried. Moving over to the FCS, we chose Glance. No, we didn't. We didn't choose Glance. I think we changed it. We changed it, but didn't save it. The Predire. Predire's FCS here. Long range FCS, of course. Generator, set of Procny. Recon unit set of EA. Procny because, you know, capacity and a bit of, you know, ER. Decent ER, 5k ER, almost 6. Decent ER. Moving over to the actual weapons. He said he wanted an ultimate weapon. So we obliged, giving him the Legion Pulse. He said either the Legion Pulse or the Mass Blade. I have the Legion Pulse and the Mass Blade. No others. But we chose the Legion Pulse because they're good rune cleaners, so to speak. Also because this core, high energy, high thermal resistance and conductivity allows us to actually use the ultimate weapon with a bit more ease, due to the fact that those two stats allow you to actually require less time to charge, and you can actually have your weapon out for a bit longer. So that's the reason why we chose that. And Legion Pulse is an immense weapon. Danbad as our subcomputer in our arms, because since this is this is a two-man build. Since two builds were so close together that the only thing that changed them was to switch out that autocannon and put in another cannon. That's why we chose them. So Halo fans' sniper tank is actually going to be this tank minus that autocannon, which we'll get into. This cannon here is a really exceptionally good cannon. I use this cannon as well, just on the other arm. It works really well. Trust me, high power. It's the stuff. You know what I mean? This is what you want in a cannon. This is a really good cannon, guys. Trust me on this one. Really, it really is. Chang himself also says it's a great cannon. He uses it as well. Dual cannon setups is like some Jesus type stuff anyway. So we got that. This is gonna be your sniper rifle, so to speak. You could put a sniper cannon on there, but it's not necessarily the most optimal thing to use, if you catch my drift. So normal cannons tend to work a bit better in this situation. They have better stun lock, and you don't have to aim with them and all this, that, and the other. Auto cannon is gonna be the your other weapon here. Again, like I said, you can change it off for your other cannon if you want for your sniper tank, but for your super tank, Death Eyes, we're using one cannon, one auto cannon. Cannon for that that stun lock, that boom, oh my god, what hit me, and then the auto cannon to tear to pieces. We chose this auto cannon here to tear you to pieces because, well, quite frankly, it has a higher attack. I didn't actually spec this this cannon out, but it was better than the cannon that he already had set aside, which was this one, and the only benefiting factor was the fact that it had 2,000 ammo in reserves. So we chose this one instead, choosing attack power over ammo because you're going to kill within the 600, and you're going to anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I think this pretty much rounds off the build here. It's super tank, you know, it's viable. Also, you could exchange out the weapon, so it can also be the same take that Halo fan wanted, to where he said he wanted ultimate weapon, sniper, cannon, tank. Trade out the that auto cannon for a normal cannon. Probably dual cannons of the same setup, and you got yourself the same build, my friend. That's why I chose to do both these builds at once. But this tank gets the job done. He's a big bad mamma jamma. Don't want to see him on the field no time soon. But remember, he's a tank. If you got good tank busters out there, you're probably going to be susceptible. So you want to stick to a bit far sights with your cannon there. Try to pick off some stuff. And when stuff gets real, let off with a volley of fire with your autocannon. And if things get seriously real, hey, you got your Legion Pulse to fall back on. But remember, it takes a little bit of time to charge up. So you might have to, look into, have to read your enemy accordingly. Knowing he's going to charge in, you got to estimate how much time you have to actually charge it up and actually let off a round or a pulse or so. But that's the build here. It's been your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself. Hope you RoboFiends are enjoying this. If you have any more questions, any more build requests, by all means, drop them down in the comment section. I'll get to them as soon as I can. Also, if you want to see some gameplay for this particular build right here, please pester me, okay? Because the more you pester me, the more I see it, the more I'm inclined to do so. Alright, it's been your boy.